Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is an opposition review of the game which literally just finished between Chelsea and Arsenal in the Europa League final, which was held in the Baku Olympic Stadium in Azerbaijan, which Chelsea ended up winning by 4 goals to 1. As you can see, Mitchell beside me is very distraught. I'm not going to rub it in because I've been in this position many times. But yeah, this one's not gonna be structured. It's just gonna be raw. It's gonna be unstructured. Mitchell, what do you want to say?
Overconfident. Our fans are just so overconfident. It's just unbelievable. Oh, the play, the players. Oh, overrated bunch. Lacazette and Aubameyang. When it matters the most, didn't do anything.
To be honest, I thought that today we dealt with them very well, especially Aubameyang. I thought that Lacazette did have a bit of a better game than Aubameyang. Did I say his name twice? Lacazette, I thought, had a better game than Aubameyang, just to make sure I don't confuse myself, because yes, I do that very often. But yeah, I thought we dealt with them overall fairly well. I mean, Christensen had a very good game. He came in for Rudiger, stopped Aubameyang from scoring in the second half, when they were literally very close to being on the line. But yeah, overall, great performance from us, especially in the second half. In the first half, wasn't the best, but was by no means the worst. Arsenal did have, they did create a few chances, and so did we. They had the first part of the first half, whereas we had the second part of the first half. So that's why I said that it was a fairly even first half in my reaction video. But overall, in that second half, we completely obliterated Arsenal, and it was especially brilliant to watch because Arsenal have been taking the piss out of us in the last few years or so. So it was very good to see us beat them for once, and especially in a cup final. What did you think of your team's performance today? Actually, put your mouth towards the mic.
Ball jobs. Absolute ball jobs.
What did you think of the team selection?
I feel it was bad. I feel like we should have started with Leno. And to be fair, we should have started Iwobi. To be fair, like Ozil's just he's overrated. 350k a week for that. Joe Willock did more in 10 minutes than Ozil did the whole game. That's how bad it was.
You know what? In my preview, I towards the end of my preview, I read out what Charlie Nicholas's score prediction was, and he predicted a 3-2 Arsenal win. And his reasoning was part of it I agreed with, but there's one sentence in which baffled me. He said that Ozil was more physical than Jorginho. That's probably one of the silliest comments I've had to read this season. Ozil is more physical than Jorginho. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Ozil is probably one of the flimsiest guys out there. He's not. He's barely physical. Don't get me wrong. Jorginho is not known for being physical, but Ozil more physical than him. Come on. What did you think of the first half?
I feel like it was even the first half. Like, not really. The Chelsea played well and Arsenal played well in the first half. To be fair, it's just that we didn't take our chances, which really annoyed me.
I think the first half was even as well, but I don't think that we were all too great, particularly in the attacking third, because we did create chances, but our decision making in the final third, it wasn't too great. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't what it was in some of our games during the course of the season, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Arsenal, they could have scored themselves. So could we. I can't even speak. We could have scored as well. Obviously, it was 0-0 at half time, but at the beginning of the second half, we came out firing on all cylinders. And the first goal, I didn't expect that, to be honest, because I thought that Kovacic wasn't too great in the first half. He kept giving the ball away. everyone in the room right now knows what I thought of Kovacic's performance in that first half. I thought it wasn't too great. But yeah, he helped with the first goal. He passed the ball to Emerson, who then crossed it into Olivier Giroud, and what a brilliant header that was. I believe that was his 11th goal in this competition this season, and I think it's sad that he scored against his former club. Yes, his celebration was muted. He did do a knee slide, but to be fair to him, it is a final, so he kind of has permission to do so. What did you think of Arsenal's defending for the first goal? Because to me, it wasn't too great.
Yeah, it wasn't too great, you know. Like I feel like no, sorry, Giroud's goal was it was really good header. You know, I kind of miss the guy. You know, it's not like, I love Giroud, but he had to do what he had to do.
I don't know why you sold him, to be honest. I mean, he's physical. He's not the fastest, but he's not exactly slow. He's a good aerial presence. He can hold the ball up. He brings other people into play by doing so. So I really do not understand why you sold him, because you've got some players who could benefit from a striker who holds up the ball. Yes, Lacazette does that, but Lacazette isn't the best in the air, is he?
Nah, not really. You know, obviously I feel like is he 5'9" or something? You know, he can get ahead on in 1 or 2 games, but you know, people who are tall, like around 6'3", 6'4", they have the advantage to score headers in big games like the final that is today.
Who did you think your best player was?
Ooh, for me, I feel like our best player was Iwobi. Just came on, did his thing. Like, even though he's been a bit shaky at times, I feel like Iwobi's just played well. Played well.
That's a bit sad because
Oh my gosh.
Iwobi was on the bench, and that you kind of summed up how Arsenal were, particularly in the second half. I don't think that Arsenal were bad in the second half. I just didn't think that they were better than us. I thought it was fairly even. Um, who do you think your worst player was? I think I have an idea already.
Our worst player. Wow. You probably might know what I'm going to say. It has to be Mesut Ozil.
I knew you were going to say that.
He didn't do anything. He's overrated in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought that we dealt with Mesut Ozil very well. Charlie Nicholas, please don't make comments like that again. I do respect you as a pundit, but please just don't make comments like that again.
No, well, Drew's a true blue now. I wanted to mention that.
Oh my god, I knew someone was going to mention that. What did you think of all 4 of our goals?
We couldn't stop them. It's just our defence. Like, I feel like, to be honest, we should have started Mustafi ahead of Monreal, because Monreal, he's doing so bad like this season. Like Mustafi, he's been actually doing quite well in recent games, even though he can be a bit shaky, like all the time. But yeah,
Kevin, I see that you don't agree. Nah, I'm joking.
Bad man.
To be honest with you, I thought that all 4 of our goals were brilliant. The penalty was just a penalty. Eden Hazard just did what he does normally from the penalty spot. He just does the keeper with the eyes. I kind of felt sorry for Petr Cech because you couldn't really blame him for what was going on in front of him. I don't think that he could have done. I don't think that he could have done. I don't think that. I can't even speak. I don't think that he could have done any better with some of the goals. The first one, brilliant header. Couldn't have done better with that. That was straight in the corner. That's the keeper's nemesis. A header going straight into the corner, especially when the cross. Especially when the header is going in the same direction in which the cross came from. That's a keeper's nemesis. Manchester United, you know that all too well. You know what I'm referring to. I'll never forget that header. But anyways, getting back to what I was going to say, the second goal, Pedro, brilliant play. I cannot remember who gave the ball to Eden Hazard. I think it was Olivier Giroud. do not quote me on that. But Eden Hazard got the ball. He then puts in a low cross for Pedro, and then Pedro just does what Pedro does, and he just fired it into the bottom corner. I don't think that Petr Cech could have done much with that one.
Underrated, man. Pedro.
Yeah, I think Pedro. That's his second ever goal against Arsenal as well. So, but yeah, it was a good goal. The third goal was obviously the penalty. Already mentioned that Eden Hazard just did what he normally does from the penalty spot. Just did the keeper of the eyes, and then the fourth goal was also scored by Eden Hazard, and I think your defense could have done a lot better with that one. Especially, I think that one. If we conceded that would have really done my head in, because you lot looked as if you're all over the place at the back in the second half. In the first half, it looked as though we couldn't do much, but in the second half, we cut you lot open time and time again, and we could have scored 5 or 6. What did you think of Iwobi's goal?
Wow, it was magnificent. I feel it was really, it was unexpected. I didn't expect him to shoot like that, and I didn't expect it to go in, because most of the time Iwobi he skips over the bar. It's just, wow. I feel he just needs to finish on his end products, and he'll be a great player.
I forgot what I was going to say to that. I don't even know what I'm doing with this microphone. But when that goal went in, I thought that Arsenal were going to perform some sort of miraculous comeback, because they've done it to us before. I'm not going to give you any examples because I cannot think of any off the top of my head. But as soon as that fourth goal went in, part of me knew that we were going to win the competition. And to be honest, at the start of the competition, I did say that I think that we will win it. And look what we've done. We only went and won the competition. And to be honest, overall, I thought that we deserved to win this game. In the second half, we were by far the better side. We took Arsenal to the cleaners. We scored 4 brilliant goals. Eden Hazard tore Arsenal to shreds. I can't even pick out a standout performer. Were you confident for this game?
To be honest, I wasn't really confident. You saw me earlier. I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I was just calm. Like I was just like just focused on the game. I was just like how I am right now, just like that.
Believe me, I was not confident, because Ruben Loftus-Cheek was out, Callum Hudson-Odoi was out, Antonio Rudiger was out, and there was a chance that, and almost said Antonio Rudiger again, and there was also a chance that N'Golo Kante was going to miss the game. And if N'Golo Kante missed the game, then I believed that there was absolutely no chance of us winning that, because Kante was a machine in midfield. He stops you lot from getting forward on numerous occasions, and for me, this guy, I'm running out of ways to describe N'Golo Kante, because the guy is he's unreal. For someone who's the same height as me, and yes, height doesn't always matter in football, but for someone who is of his body shape, the guy just has so much energy. Does he ever get tired? Does N'Golo Kante ever get tired? Someone please, like, make this a poll in the comment section. I'll probably make it a poll when I upload this, because I struggle to fathom how N'Golo Kante does it. How does he do it? Also, for those of you Arsenal fans who keep saying that Torreira is better than him, no, he's not. No, he's not. I'm just gonna leave that then. Can't think of a question. What do you think of Chelsea's performance?
I feel they played well. Like they did. I don't think they put a foot wrong. I don't think they played bad. I feel like they played really well.
Oh, believe me, we did put a foot wrong. We kept giving the ball away, but it doesn't matter now, because we're the Europa League champions.
Yeah.
And it's another trophy for us. Sadly, you're in the Europa League again. You're just gonna have to build from there.
Yeah.
as long as Manchester United don't win it, I don't care because I don't hate Arsenal. I just cannot stand Manchester United, as all of you watching should know. But yes, I was not confident because I just knew that Aubameyang and Lacazette were gonna be playing as a striking partnership with someone in behind. I thought it was going to be the 4-3-1-2 again, and that formation absolutely tore us apart. Or that was the formation that Arsenal used when you beat us 2-0 and could have so easily beat us by like 5 or 6 goals or something. We looked as if we weren't capable of doing anything in that game. But yes, it was nice for us to avenge that defeat, and it's especially fitting that it was in a final because of that FA Cup final back in 2017 when you lot beat us by 2 goals to 1. I thought that we were shocking in that game, but yeah, it's due. It's due because you lot have had the upper hand over us in the last 2 or 3 years or so. So yeah, I'm just glad that we won. I can't even speak. My whole body is shaking. I need something to eat. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, I have many things to say. I would like to say that Aubameyang and Lacazette, they didn't do anything when it really mattered. It didn't matter.
To be fair to them, David Luiz and Andres Christensen were absolutely immaculate. No, that's the wrong word. They were absolutely impeccable. That's the word I was looking for. They were both brilliant today. So you can't really blame too much. You can't really put the blame on Lacazette and Aubameyang too much. Yes, they both missed chances, but to be honest, other than the chances they had, they didn't really get all too much service. So you can't really blame them for the fact that you lost 4-1 because your defending wasn't too great today. The midfield got outrun. I mean, N'Golo Kante was running past your midfield. Jorginho was doing what he does. And Mateo Kovacic, although I thought he had a shocking first half, in the second half he did run past Torreira a few times. So, yeah, you can't blame your strikers for what happened behind them. But yeah, that's all I can say. Do you have anything else to say? I'll ask again.
I'd just like to say congratulations, Harrison, and congratulations, Chelsea, for winning the Europa League. I feel like you might be able to do well next season because obviously you've got a transfer ban, but it's not for me to say anyway.
That's for a different video.
Yeah.
That's for a different video.
Yeah,
We'll
true.
probably should we do a video, all three of us, to do with the transfer window?
I don't know.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, that's all I can say is that that's pretty much all for this video. I'm very happy that we won the Europa League. Part of me knew that we could get to the final because of the fact that us and Arsenal were the two strongest teams in the competition, with Napoli not far behind. They got dispatched. Napoli got dispatched. I thought they'd actually give you a good tie, but they embarrassed themselves.
Yeah, rubbish. Napoli's rubbish.
They embarrassed themselves. What did you actually? Before I go, what do you think of your overall campaign?
I feel like we did well to get to the final, but the only thing we did wrong is that we lost to what's that team in France? Rennes?
Yeah,
is it?
Rennes, and you lost to Bate Borisov as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, we lost to Bate Borisov as well, which is a disgrace. We have a lot of things to do, man. Seriously. I don't know, man.
Take nothing away from Stade Rennais though, because that volley, goodness gracious me, that was a volley. Czech had absolutely no chance with that. But as for us, in terms of my thoughts on the overall Europa League campaign, I think it's been a very good campaign. Deserved winners of the competition. We did have some average performances. We've had some absolutely brilliant ones. But yeah, I'm just glad that we won the competition because when we played Eintracht Frankfurt in the semi-final, second leg to be specific, I didn't even think that we were going to get there. Speaking of the semi-final second leg, I did have to go through a swarm of Eintracht Frankfurt fans. It wasn't pleasant, but I laughed it off. I actually spoke to one of them, and I spoke to some of them on the bus home, and I said that if we won the game, then they better remember the day in which we won, and I hope they do. But yes, that's it from us. See you all very soon. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for some more videos. That is it from us. I think the best team won on the day. We will be playing either Tottenham Hotspur or Liverpool in the Super Cup in August, I think it is. Is it in August?
Yeah, in August. In Turkey.
Yeah, in Turkey. I'm shattered. I need something to eat. But yes, it was a good game. Probably get some pizza or something, because sportsmanship is the best thing about football. I cannot stand it where someone shows a lack of sportsmanship. But yes,